Hello the internet, my name's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. Today I was doing a little bit of cleaning because things were a mess. Things really were a mess. Things are kind of still a mess. And I discovered something very exciting. So we are going to talk about that first, and then I may or may not do the thing that I was planning on for the video today, which is not the thing that I found while I was cleaning. So if you would like to know what either of those things are, stick around and we'll talk about them. Okay, so story time. Last year I did some gardening outside, and I usually grow tomatoes. I get some annuals that I plant outside, and while I was shopping, I saw a very beautiful plant, and I had to get it, and I didn't know what it was at the time, but the flower was gorgeous. Came to find out that it was a dahlia, and yes, they do have very beautiful flowers. But I had absolutely no idea how to take care of it. And then, of course, I didn't actually look up how to take care of them. I planted it in a 6-inch pot, which I'm pretty sure is not what you're supposed to do. I planted it in a 6-inch pot. It got aphids galore, and then it did that thing where the little ants would come and like farm the aphids, and so the aphids would destroy the plant, and then the ants would like make sure that the aphids lived, and the plant kept running out of water, and it was a mess. I did not know what I was doing. Somehow the plant survived until the end of the year. I had it like through the summer in this pot. Then I brought it inside and I looked up overwintering bulbs. Never done it before, so I ended up just kind of sticking it in my closet over there, which is it doesn't get as warm as this room, and it's dark. It was really probably the best idea for that. And then at a certain point I pulled the bulbs out of there, because I had some lily bulbs too that I had to pull out when we redid the back of the backyard, and those I planted again as soon as I could, because those can overwinter here. And anyway, I looked at my dahlia bulb while I was doing that, and I was like, oh my god, it's so shriveled, it's just bleh, and I kind of threw it in a corner. And then I was like a while later, like maybe a month or two later, I pulled it back out, and it was like yay big. Like it had the little, if you've ever seen a dahlia bulb, and it had a whole bunch of little things, and like it had shriveled, and it had all gotten yucky looking, and in a fit of madness, I pulled it apart. And then after I pulled it apart, I regretted it. But some of the pieces really did seem dead. And so I took the 2 remaining pieces that didn't seem completely dried and shriveled, and I stuck them over with that window and just like down in there. And I stuck them and I left them. I'm like, if they're dead, they're dead. If they're alive, blah, blah, blah. So fast forward to today, where I was cleaning and I saw them, and I'm like, time to just get rid of them. They're dead, they're dried, they're shriveled, they're blah, blah, blah. And so I went and grabbed them, and I went to the trash can, and lo and behold, what do you think I found? Yeah, that's right. That is a sprout on one of the dahlia bulbs. Is it focusing on that? I'm not even sure. Look at that tiny thing. So apparently, without knowing what I was doing, I managed to not kill the entire plant. I had enough of, I did look up some things about dahlias later on, and I found out about the eye. So that is growing from one of the eyes that is on the thing, and then it's got this nice tuber, which I guess is feeding it nutrients or whatever, however it is that they overwinter. So now that I know that this is actually growing, I'm going to attempt to grow it, and I'm going to attempt to take much better care of it this year, because now I know the whole aphid ant thing and how to take care of those. But for right now, we're going to get this guy potted up and happy and growing, and then eventually I'll transplant it outside, and I thought you guys might want to see that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tilt you guys down again, because I don't know, I keep liking to work here, so I'm going to keep working here. I want to put it in this pot here because it'll actually have enough space to basically be in there. And so I'm going to pull this out and stick it in here. I guess I technically could have done that before I started the camera, but nope, let's do stuff on camera. So we're just going to pour, because this was way too deep for that succulent anyway. No, a little more. Yeah, because it's still wet here at the bottom of this thing. Now the roots, of course, on that were not going down very deep, but I don't know. I mean, it looks healthy, so I guess it's not too bad. We're just gonna stick you right in there. Why are you acting like you want to fall off? Oh, because you do. Oh, look at those mealies. Mealies. Looks like I'm going to have to do a little bit of mealybug killing on this thing. All right, perfect. That also means that I'm going to clean out that pot before I put that in there. That's perfect. Perfect. I don't need you. And you can go into the propagation tray. Voila. Okay. So, okay, we're going to set that over there. We are going to get rid of all of this dirt, which could have mealybug eggs in it. Probably has mealybug eggs in it. And I'm going to go clean this out and wash it all out so that I know that there's no mealybug eggs in it, and then I'll be right back. Okay. So I have a bit of compost. That's just a lump of something. And I'm going to mix that with a little bit of my soil mixture that I have for, it's got some perlite, some coco coir, just to make it a little bit lighter, breathe a little bit better. Okay. And fun fact, I think that this is actually the same plant, or the same pot that this originally came in. So that's, you know, full circle or something like that. Anyway. Okay, so we are going to stick this guy in here and fill up all around it with dirt. And it's not ideal, but obviously this is not going to stay in here for super long. This plant is going to be in here, and then I'm just going to get it to grow a bit, and then it's going to go outside. We are truthfully, we have one more night of super cold weather, and then it's going to be fairly nice outside. So I know that you guys saw the video where I put all my plants outside. A lot of those ended up having to come back in because it got cold again. Go figure. I'm being sarcastic. I knew that it was going to get cold again, but I was hoping, I was just so excited that I had to do some stuff outside. Okay, so there we go. We've got him, and he's sticking out. Can you see? I can't even tell. Where is he? You can see him. There he is. Okay, right there. All right, so sticking out. We're going to go ahead and wet this down. And stick him under a grow light, because I've got plenty of grow lights. And let him actually start getting some moisture and start getting some water. And hopefully he will explode with growth and I will get another one of those really beautiful dahlia blooms that I got off of the one last year. Or the reason that I bought the plant in the first place. So I don't think I have any pictures of it, unfortunately, but it was like purple and yellow. It was really pretty. But anyway, super excited about that. It might mean, now that I've actually done all this, I think I might end up saving the, oh here, let me get you guys up here so you can see me. I don't know whether you guys care about seeing me or not, but where was I? Right, the thing that I was doing before, I think, or that I was planning on doing for today's video, I think I might delay that until next video, because truthfully, I think that kind of needs its own like full-length video, and I don't really like to make mine super long. I mean, my video is super long. If you guys want them super long or like longer, you know, go ahead and tell me, but the ones that I like to watch are usually around 15 minutes, so I tend to like to make things that I would watch. And so I kind of like to stay in that 10 to 20 minute range. But I'm willing, you know, I could definitely make them longer if like I get a whole bunch of responses that are like, yes, make them longer. I'll just figure out other stuff to do. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. Man, I gotta do that too. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do. But that's great, because I love doing stuff with plants, and you guys seem to like watching it, so awesome. Anyway, okay, so, dahlia bulb. I'm going to water this as soon as I turn off the camera. If you liked my adorable little dahlia sprout, go ahead and like this video, because that's how that works. And if you'd like to stick around, go ahead and subscribe. And if you haven't gone to see my story yet, and you've got a little bit of free time, you can either read it or have me read it to you. And I have the link, I'll put the link down below if you'd like to go check that out. And yeah, I guess that sounds a little weird if you don't know I'm also an author. Okay, well, if you're new here, hi, I'm also an author and I have a book, so it's free. You can go check it out. But anyway. And thank you very much for spending some of your time with me today. I will see you guys in the next video, and probably the one after that. All right, bye-bye.